Thank you for joining us for tonight's Folkspina live presentation. In addition to tonight's broadcast, all of our episodes are archived at nytf.org. Please help us spread the word about our series by sharing with your social networks. Also, if you're able, please do consider a donation to the National Yiddish Theater Folkspina. Your support, no matter how small or large, enables us to continue our mission of producing and presenting and preserving Yiddish culture. Ashenim Dank. Thank you.
Shalom Aleichem, lieber Freund. Ich heiß Motl Didner. Und das ist 15 Minute Yiddish. Mehr weniger. Von der Nationaler Yiddish Theater Volksbühne. Jede Woche bringen wir euch eine Mini-Lektion in Yiddish Sprach und Kultur.
Welcome back to 15 Minute Yiddish. If you missed any of our past episodes, steige nicht. Don't worry, you can view all of them at nytf.org. In our last episode, we talked about numbers. Today we're going to take a look at days of the week and time. And speaking of time, we're ready for verb time travel. We'll dip our toes into the past tense in the next episode. Today we're going to take a look at the future tense, which is much, much simpler. The Yiddish verb for will is wollen, and it's used in exactly the same way that it's used in English. I will be home this evening. I will eat dinner. I will take a walk. The Yiddish verb wollen is an irregular verb. Let's take a look. Ich will. Drop the N. Du wirst. Drop the L and the N, add an ST. Sie, es, wird. Drop the L and the N, add a T. Wir wollen. Leave it in the infinitive form. Ihr werdet. Drop the L and the N, add a T. Sie wollen. Leave the verb in the infinitive form. Alle zusammen. Ich will. Du wirst. Sie, es wird. Wir wollen. Ihr werdet. Sie wollen. Sehr, sehr gut. Wollen is the active verb in the sentence, so it must fall in the second place, and is followed by the infinitive form of the verb describing the action which you will do. For example, ich will essen večere. Ich will spazieren. And now it's time for time. For that, we have to count from 1 to 60. Wayne, sei so gut und zähl von 1 bis 10.
Sure. What's biz?
Ah, I forgot to tell you that word. Bis means until. In Yiddish, we don't say from 1 to 10, we say from 1 until 10.
Oh. All right, let's see. We got 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Gut. Sophia, sei so gut und zähl von 11 bis 20.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Sehr gut. Und Scott, sei so gut und zähl von 21 bis 30.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Ausgezeichnet. Our pattern repeats from there, but let's review our tens. Murray, sei so gut und zähl bei 10 von 10 bis 60.
Sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Sehr, sehr gut. Let's start with a broad view of time. In der Früh means morning. Früh by itself means early. Mittag means noon or midday. It's also the word for lunch. Nachmittag is afternoon. Abend is evening. Nacht is night. Halbe Nacht is midnight. Die Show means hour, and it comes from Hebrew. Plural, die Shoen. A minute is die Minute, and even though there is a plural die Minuten, we don't really use it, even if we're talking about more than 1 minute. For example, we would say 5 Minuten. Seconds, and we're talking about the unit of time, not the ordinal number. Die Sekunde, singular, die Sekundes, plural. Vor means before. Noch means after. Der Zeger is a clock. Die Zegers in the plural. If we're talking about a watch, we would say das Zegerl, a little clock. Plural, die Zegerlach. To ask what time it is right now, we would say, Wiffel is der Zeger? If we're asking about the time, for example, of an appointment in the past or in the future, we would say, Wiffel a Zeger? Literally, how much o'clock?
What watch? 10 watts. Such much?
We can answer this question much in the same way as we do in English. This, for example, would be drei a Zeger. And in this example, we could either say 1,50, 150, or we could say 10 Minuten vor 2, 10 minutes before 2.
Ich will etwas fragen. How do you say AM and PM?
Excellent question. AM would be in der Früh, and PM would be Nachmittag, in Abend, or by Nacht. Let's take a look at a couple other handy words. A Viertel is a quarter, or a fourth. Halb, we already learned, that's half. They're used in telling time exactly as they are in English. This, for example, would be a Viertel noch 4. This is halb noch 4. But as an idiomatic quirk,
Hey, who are you calling an idiomatic quirk?
as an idiomatic quirk, if you were to say halb 4, what you're saying is half an hour before 4 o'clock, or 3:30. In this example, we would say halb noch 4, or halb 5. We can also say a quarter to the hour, a Viertel vor 5. Let's try this out. Wiffel is der Zeger da?
10 a Zeger.
Gut. Und wiffel is der Zeger da?
12, 34, noch Mittag.
Gerecht. Wiffel is der Zeger da?
10 Minuten noch 10.
Gut. Und da?
That's 45 minutes till the early set. 7:15.
Gut. Oder?
A Viertel noch 7.
Sehr gut. Wiffel is der Zeger da?
2:30 in der Früh.
Gut. Oder?
Halb noch 2.
Gut. Oder?
Halb 3.
Gerecht. Und wiffel is der Zeger da?
A Viertel vor 8. Oder 7:45.
Ausgezeichnet. Outstanding. Let's take a look at some vocabulary that has to do with days. Der Tag is a day, plural die Tag. Die Woche is a week, plural die Wochen. Heint is today, morgen tomorrow, and Nächten is yesterday. The word for a holiday comes from Hebrew Yom Tov, but it's pronounced in Yiddish like Yontif. And a birthday is der Geburtstag. And now for the days of the week. Sonntag, Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, literally midweek, Donnerstag, Freitag, und Shabbos. Let's put this all together. Heint is Dienstag. Morgen wird sein Mittwoch. Good. Heint is Donnerstag. Morgen wird sein Freitag. Good. Heint is Montag. In 3 Tagen es wird sein Donnerstag. Good. Heint is Dienstag. In 4 Tagen es wird sein Shabbos. Sehr gut. Was für a Bräut esst man Shabbos?
Challah.
Sehr gut. Und was esst man für a Geburtstag?
Tort.
Ausgezeichnet. Now, to help you remember the days of the week, we're going to teach you a little song called Bulbus. There was a time not so very long ago when, for many Jews, potatoes were pretty much all that there was to eat, and they were eaten 7 days a week. There might be a little treat on Shabbos. Let's start by learning the words. Sonntag, Bulbus. Montag, Bulbus. Dienstag und Mittwoch, Bulbus. Donnerstag und Freitag, Bulbus. Shabbos in an ovene, for a change, a bulbe kugele. Sonntag weiter Bulbus. And now we've got a very special treat for you. We have a guest, mein Chaverte, Dylan Cedars-Hoffman, one of the big winners of Was Wer Wo, the great Yiddish theater quiz, hosted by unser Chaver, Michal Yashinsky. Dylan is going to teach us to sing Bulbus. Take it away, Dylan.
Shalom Aleichem. Ich heiße Dylan Cedars-Hoffman, and I'm so excited to be teaching you today one of my favorite songs about one of my favorite foods, potatoes. Sonntag, Bulbus, Montag, Bulbus, Dienstag und Mittwoch, Bulbus, Donnerstag und Freitag, Bulbus, Shabbos in den Oven, a Bulbe Kugele, Sonntag weiter Bulbus. Sonntag, Bulbus,